Hello everyone. Welcome again. To the show. Alright, so what we've got today is a little image that I've drawn. One, I'm gonna fucking draw some fat fucking eyes, so I'm gonna start with the shape. And I drew some circles. So what this is, in fact, is actually a drawing tutorial I made. And we're gonna fucking do it, okay? We're gonna fucking do it. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna follow it. Okay. So we're gonna start with some eyes. I'm not gonna do exactly the same thing, but we're gonna do a similarly themed thing. Okay. So I'm just gonna right click to get rid of those like overlapping things. You know how like sometimes you have that? Like that would be these things, yeah? Okay. So, we've got some eyes now. Then I click next. 2. I drew in some Cuphead-esque pupils, which are just a big fat ellipse each, which has a triangle removed from them. Okay, so let's break this down. Might actually do that. Okay, so I don't know, like this looks like this would be closer to the camera, as in like the nose would be there and shit, but like from here onwards, so we should be looking dead straight towards us, something like that. Okay, so let's draw a larger shape, something like that. If you can't do shit like that, you know, just look at the actual shape. You're going down. If you can't, like, if you try and do it and you go like that or something, if you go too large, if you draw it too small and that looks like it's looking to the left a little bit, that's okay. The trick with cartoons is, if they look bad, they kind of look good. So, never be afraid to make mistakes, especially with cartooning. That's why I'd always recommend anyone who aspires to draw to get into just drawing really ugly cartoon people and getting a kick out of it. Then say we were using even if we were using a like a pencil or a pen in real life, instead of like just being able to do this in Microsoft Paint, what we'd be doing is, don't we have like an equivalent somewhere? Yeah, it would be like, you know, you could do this, do it as much as you like. The equivalent of, yeah, you know what I mean. You've all done it, like that. But because we're on the PC, we're on a computer with a real nice mouse and a real nice mouse pad, I'm just gonna fill in on that. And what the instructions I wrote 2 years ago, we're just taking out some little triangles, hey? So let's do it. We can do this much easier on PC. But if we were drawing, what we'd do is draw this very roughly, like pretend that was, you know, in there, and then we'd just draw this, then we'd erase this bit, and we just color it all in. So, okay, now we've got some pupils. It's looking not as sharp, less than sharp, if you will. Okay, what's number 3? The fucking schnoz, or the nose. I used a lot of curves, but don't get caught up with the dimensions, proportions, or the shape in general. Very wise words from myself, if I do say so myself. So, we're just going to expand the canvas. Okay, so say I'm going to drag a big, long sort of thing. Kind of like that. So it's like, that's kind of just like a bit of a parallelogram, really. But then it's got some smoothing around here and shit. what's going on. Then we're gonna have some nostrils, so we can draw those kind of, you know, that you know where they'd be. They'd be around there, because we're looking at this in a kind of angle. Yeah. So if we just come around it like that, and not really worry too much about the lines, we can make them look better or worse later. You know what I mean? Don't get caught up with the dimensions, proportions, or shape in general. I don't really like where this is going, but I'm gonna stick it out anyway, and I'm gonna have some fun with it. I also filled in the nostril. No nostrils present because this nose is a bit of a hook nose. It's pointing downwards. This one, however, was not. And I also gave the nose bridge some folds. This would not have any folds. It doesn't really make sense because it's not upward. So it's like this on the side. You already got your dude. I'm gonna give him some eyelids later on. He's got a mouth. He's gonna look like this. Now he's gonna have a sloping back neck. He's got. I already have some plans now. Okay. It's all optional. You don't have to do everything I tell you to do. You're you, dumbass. Alright, number 4. The beginning of something deviously evil. Okay, so we're giving him a nice old mouth. I'm not going to give him a smile. I'm going to give him a sort of like that. It's a kind of worried look of like something's a little bit problematic. What I can do here is this. I might actually give him a bit of surgery. I was a bit too pointed of a nose, and that's okay too. Remember, when you're using pencil, draw in very lightly. I didn't really mention it earlier, but who the fuck is going to follow along with me while drawing? I mean, that is the point, but realistically, who's actually going to do it? I drew a slightly curved mouth, like this fucker knows something you don't. I also made the skin purse a little around the edges of his mouth. We could, but that doesn't really fit with the theme we're going here, or at least my theme. I feel like these eyes are a little bit too far away. That's fine. Something like that. Just get rid of that bullshit. We can fix it all up. Okay. Number 5, the crimson chin. Okay, so we're adding some face. I don't really want this guy to have too much of a prominent chin at all. This high testosterone, this is low testosterone, alright? 6. Slowly develop the face's features. Okay, so we got some large old eyebrows. We're gonna add a cheekbone. We're gonna add some lines. So we're gonna wrap that around here. No, we're gonna add some additional chump. Yeah. And then we're gonna, yeah. So what I'm doing here really is just slowly developing the features of the face. Just move that down a little bit. Give it some more breathing room around his neck. It's claiming I should do something around here too. Give it a little bit of no, I'm not prepared for that, actually. You can say no. You can say no to my instructions if you know better. The ear. I still don't know how the fuck to draw these. Honestly, don't mix meds with alcohol, kids. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I was doing. At the time. Okay. So we got a nose, and just the basic sort of shit. I don't really know how to draw them. Draw some hair shit at the top. Yeah, what hair? It's just like that. Oh man. Okay. We're gonna give him a huge fucking ridiculous late night newsroom zombie corporate media haircut. Excellent. Hair can be easily done using a technique called feathering, which is instead of A, drawing B. I've been trying to hold off doing this until now. So yeah, what you do is instead of drawing, say, if we just open up a new one here. So instead of drawing like this, but like we wanted to draw that S, we'd do something a little bit more like, a lot of clicks. You hear those clicks, yeah? Can hear everything on my fucking desk. My friends tell me with this desk mic. Yeah. So yeah, you can click. You can add some real texture. You can add some weight to some areas because you can make some parts thicker and some parts thinner. You know. See, if I wanted to make this a bit like that, you know, just do that. Or you could be, you know, you could do all sorts of interesting stuff. So like, okay, let's do the same thing we just did, but we're making it thinner as we go. You know, it's thicker as we go. Yeah. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's get open. We, instead of drawing A, we draw B. Feathering can easily be performed by, instead of using long solid lines like this, you draw many short lines overlapping each other in the same direction. Not necessarily, but you don't really do that. You kind of do more like this. It's much nicer with pen and pencil, but the technique still applies to you know, PC drawing. MS Paint. So we're giving him some fucking sideburns, doing some real skull structure here. Okay, so that's the back of the neck. I'm going to start giving him some sort of clothing, I believe. It's got to have all sorts of hair. Notice how that's really thick there. Yeah? That kind of just wraps around. Giving him some sort of volume, because we thought maybe the light source, so we can do light source like this. It's going to be coming from this way, so you know that this whole side's just going to be in dark and this whole bit's going to be in the spotlight. So you can already tell it's going to be shaded a little bit, so we can just do some rough shading. Just as we go, we know that the eyes are going to be a little bit more developed than this. So if you just remove them from existence, just the top of them, let's cover them with some more, you know, more interesting eye shapes than just the circle, you know. We just kind of erode some of it so it looks like it doesn't even really exist, and like you can barely tell. Like, you can tell that it was once a circle, but you can tell it's kind of way more tiresome. You know. Same deal with here. If we just remove this and remove some of this sort of stuff, you know what I mean?
Oh fuck! I've got bags under my eyes. I haven't slept properly in 6 months.
You know, you just do that sort of shit. Look at this poor fucker. Same deal, cock ass. So yeah, that's what's going on. Skip this part. He's dead. Probably remove the top part, honestly. Yeah. And the bottom part, same deal. I'm sure you get it now. Yeah. So that's it.
Jeez.
Okay, so it's time to just feather over. I'm not gonna have it that high. Change my mind a little bit.
Jeez, my wife left me. Oh fuck. I have to pay child support now.
Fair enough, dude. I can understand. Your plight. I don't sympathize. No, I don't empathize with it. I sympathize with it. Poor fella. So I'm going off my friend's opinion. My friend's definition of whatever.
Jeez.
Okay, so let's zoom out a bit. Oh, look at this fucker. His life's in tatters. Okay. So that's his shirt. Yeah, we know where the light source is. We don't need it. Okay, let's go further. Drawing over the seam line makes it the line thicker, which can result in some interesting shapes and touching it. Experimenting with boldness of lines deep. Okay, see how like the eyebrows and the nose are a little bit different? We did I'm going at a little bit of a different sort of approach for the eyebrows, but for the nose I think I might do just that. Hey, just using a thicker
Jeez. Jeez, I can't believe I did that to my that bitch. How could she do that to me? That's unbelievable. That's whore. It's Babylon whore. Babylonian whore.
Okay, sorry to slow the eyebrows and nose. Yep. It's just looking at them from this picture currently, the whole bottom half of the face feels a little empty. Okay. Like from before, it was like, yeah, this part needs some work. I was like, yeah, cool, boom, done it. He added a mouth, an open mouth. Sorry. I probably should have done this earlier, but I'll give him something on his mouth, like either teeth or drool or a slightly open mouth, because I wrote it before I drew it. I'm also going to fill in the eyebrows in solid black, which is kind of what I did, but a little bit differently. We can add some details around the mouth by adding some creases.
Oh jeez.
You can add some wrinkles around. I know. You can wrinkles are just lines, man.
Jeez.
And just try and see what looks good and what doesn't. You know. You have an eraser with you, don't you? You should. If you don't, you are a ballsy man than I. Nah, I've drawn it out. That no one can outdo my balls. How dare you? Anyway, I'm writing myself into a corner. I've drawn those. I've drawn those bags way too fucking well. Straight up delete it, dude.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Okay. This guy's got a large fucking he's got some sort of suit. I always tend to draw dudes in suits. I just love the look of suits, I guess.
Ah, jeez. How could you do that to me?
I don't know, I like how angular they look, especially around the collar. So, what's next? 13. I'm gonna make this cunt an elderly gentleman, so I'm gonna add some unsightly lines and greases around the eyes, forehead, and mouth. Oh, and chin. Yeah. Well, that's what I usually do. So, yeah, that's what I usually do. I usually add a whole bunch of lines and a whole bunch of shading. So there's a lot of hair there. There's a whole lot of shadows building up around here, which is good. So you just draw heaps more fucking, heaps more lines.
Ah, jeez. How could you?
Okay, so we want to make sure that this doesn't look like hair. So I might actually use a touch of grey of some kind or another. So I'll get rid of literally all this nonsense. All of it, I said. All of it. Okay, so I got a little bit of that. Got some black. Okay, so that's like that's an injury. It's gonna be a bit like this. So we're adding some more thickness over some of the mistakes. Let's go to the third level of large. Let's go to that. Now we've got a really solid outline around the dark side of his head. If we just do this, we've got some real shadow going on here. Yeah? Now, here, remember what those lines look like there. We zoom in. Oh, got it wrong. That's alright. Well, there's no wrong answer, but it wasn't what I liked. How's that? Saved. So,
Oh, jeez. Ah, jeez.
14. I'll play with the thickness of the face shape lines and embolden them at places in interesting and bizarre ways. So, for example, you want this line to be fucking awesome. You want this fucking cheekbone to be accentuated. Kinda like that. If I clean this area up a little bit, made this a little bit more thick. See? And if I trace around here a little bit, see how that's like? That is an imposing cheekbone. Then if we just run it off here.
Ah, jeez. How could she do this?
And then always helps to make the voice of the character, so you know, understand what he'd look like more. So I'm not a psychopath. Also touch out the sideburn. Yeah, okay.
Oh, jeez.
Ultimately, the shading's kind of important, man. But it always looks good in combination. So watch this. If we draw over the grey with some more black, it'll look way hotter. So look at that.
It's all there.
It looks like there's way more layers going on now. It looks a little bit more complicated. And in this case, actually, complication ain't a bad thing. Looks kind of cool because it's kind of chaotic and it works for us, hey? So if we just do this. So we just do more of this. Zoom out a little bit. It's good to see you know, where your picture's drawing, like where your drawing's headed. Now I can tell, holy jeez, this needs some work over here. So let's build a really solid outline for the color. Yeah?
Oh Jesus, oh jeez, oh god.
Say if you're drawing like a comic or something, you might want to repeat like common catchphrases of that character, or like something they've said, or if you're drawing like a frame of what the character's saying, you might want to repeat that in your head, or even out loud if you're alone. Sometimes it helps. It helps for me anyway. I like to talk to myself, some people might not.
Oh Jesus, oh my god.
Also increases comedic sort of effect, which is kind of what you want, really, if you're cartooning, because you like, you know, if you're not sitting there giggling about like what you're drawing, you're kind of doing it wrong. I remember when I was drawing this, I was kind of like laughing. I don't know, it's not really that funny, but like it was still a good time. Yeah, it was still a good time. Yeah. There we go. Something needs to be done about the mouth. Okay, let's do something about the mouth. I made the eyes super angry just by emboldening the lines around them. Notice how like I just like checked a couple lines on them, just feather around them, just emboldening the lines around them. It's legit that simple. It's all down to feathering. I also added a shine along the bridge of the nose. It's black shine, because you know we're working with black and white. So I might actually just do that too, because it actually kind of look good. Shit. It's alright. Just changing what I did wrong. That was not a wrong answer. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. This bottom left, middle left area seems a little empty too, to be honest. So I'm gonna give him a real bony jawline, idiot. Click, and then right. I'll add some more gay feathering shit to their hair. I did. What am I talking about? Whatever. Short lines around the roots and hairline and long strokes for the main hair to express the general flowing shape and direction of the threads of hair. I got a fucking. I'm trying to fix the jawline up, but it's annoying. Notice bottom left. Yeah. What's next? Feather. Oh yeah. You can tell if we zoom in real close. That I've like done this. So like say if we did a line here, I've done that. So it has like some pointiness. Well, that's kind of easy. Let's go somewhere. Okay, so we have a big old line. We just right click and use some angles. Now we've got a cool line. That would have been a classic like 2006. It would have been like, oh dude, tongue sticking out, nice. But no. Anyway, no, I'm not saving this. Need to do something about the mouth, don't I? So maybe slightly ajar, like this.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
There's a bit of a mouth breather this one here. Got to get the canines in. So there's a front teeth. Fuck it, it's that one.
Oh jeez. You got these molars. What are these fuckers doing to me? They're bleeding me dry with all these lawyer fees. Oh Jesus. How could I do all this?
Hey, you gotta get the philtrum. You know what I mean by the philtrum, yeah? It's this thing. Right clicking. So I can redefine the shape. I just fucking sloppily drew. So yes, if I'm gonna make this, if I'm gonna make it like it be, how it be, how it do, yeah, it's gonna be alright.
Oh jeez.
Okay. Bitchin' and bolden it and bada bing, bada boom. This shit's fucking done as far as I'm concerned. I could add some more fucking. I could add some more of this here and there.
Ah, jeez. Jeez. Jesus. You had to ask me. Oh my god.
Okay, I reckon that's pretty well done. Thanks. Dude, we gotta sign it. Fee 4 2 0 4 3 2 7 3 5 5 6 0 8. Dude, that's amazing. Boom.